Bonjour, I am Cendrine, the founder and leader of the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry. Together, we learn about the embodiment of our multidimensionality so we can reclaim our full sovereignty in this beautiful reality. My High Council and I are happy to welcome you into our movement of spiritual revolution. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new transmissions. Thank you for liking, commenting below and sharing this video. Show us your love. So my name is Cendrine. I am a spiritual teacher and I'm Ascension mentor. I founded the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry a couple of months ago, which is really following a long life, knowing that I had in my heart that one day I would open a non-for-profit which is devoted to serving humanity in its ascension process. And now the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry has been really calling me into creating more offerings for the general public. And this is why this monthly collective meditation is now being offered. So it is for everyone that is simply willing to join and to receive the codes that are shared during this meditation, to receive them effortlessly as it aligns with their unique soul blueprint, and also to become amplifiers of this frequency. So each and every one that receives this energy doesn't only receive that for themselves, but also receives that for the collective, and that can therefore, we can each and every one become big beacons of light wherever we go. So this is my heart desire to be able to witness everyone that comes into my field, or everyone that I witness on this planet, to find higher level of joy and fulfillment, and be really happy to be a earthling, because I know that many of you here are old souls, are star seeds, and are very interested in knowing your soul origin. And you know, I also love that, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. But to me, really loving life on this planet is often one of the missing piece in the equation of this magnificent reality that we create together. Because if more of us love this life unconditionally, if we were to renew our sovereign choice to come to earth every single day as a sovereign divine being from who we are now with the love that we have now, then it means that everything would be very different, because we can anchor a higher level of freedom, knowing that we are free to be here, that we chose to be here as free souls, and that also we can experience more abundance because we have this level of gratitude for being part of the human evolution, for the ascension process, and to simply live an awesome life, you know, like eat the food, meet the people, dance under the stars, or in a nightclub, or whatever we fancy, because all expressions of being human are welcome into this space. So when I mention this, is that we really welcome everyone to come as they are. So there is no such thing as hierarchy. There is no such thing as more evolved, more awakened, more ascended than anyone else. All of that is very subjective. All of that can become quite judgmental, and we can create all sorts of separation and segregation based on that. So I try as best as possible to stay away from any separation template. As part of this collective meditation, it is not only you and I, which is already awesome because it's so such a good collective, but it is also gathering here into this sacred space many ascended masters, amazing star races, soul family and friends. We also have earth elementals, and we have certainly dragons, seraphim of the light, of Sophia Christ consciousness. We have so many angels and archangels, and we also have our loved ones, the ones that have crossed over and that are now into their angelic essence, and that are certainly the witness of this moment. And you might feel your loved one in your field. You might also feel your team, your light being friends, whoever they are, and no matter how close you are to them, you can make sure, you can be sure that they are present around you and around me, and that they are present in the quantum, holding the field for this collective meditation. So the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry is not only a non-for-profit that now operates from New Zealand, but that spread its wings all around the world. The Golden Age Spiritual Ministry is actually a quantum structure. It's an architecture that is present within the quantum field and that holds the codes of a certain pathway of accelerated evolution for humanity. So the purpose of the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry is to help people understand more of their multidimensionality so we can become the embodiment of our multidimensional soul blueprint. And so the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry has many different wings, many different offerings that it shares with humanity to help as many people as possible. So the goal is to really reach the heart of humanity as a whole and to help people reside fully into their sovereignty. So we are not a religion, we are not a cult, definitely not. There is no pedestal here, there is nothing as such. It is simply messages that come, teachings that come, and I, Cendrine, I am a channel to that. So I say I'm a spiritual teacher because I channel spiritual teachings, but I certainly don't place myself above anyone because I'm also totally learning all the things in an accelerated way. So the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry is literally a structure in the quantum. And if you are one of my students for Pathway 1 or Pathway 2, so the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry has now this beautiful offering, which is a collective meditation. You might also have heard that the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry has a monthly membership, which is called the Golden Drop Membership, which is beautiful drops of golden content dropped into directly or text messages into our phone. And then the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry also has 4 different pathways, which are like programs of accelerated evolution. So 2 of them were birthed this year, Pathway 2 co-creation, Pathway 1 soul alignment. They will start again next year, and next year 2 more will be birthed, which is Pathway 3 mission and purpose, and Pathway 4 leadership. So it's like really the 4 pillars that create this square, if you like, this architecture of the square, which is a pathway of evolution in the quantum architecture. So from this different pathway, we know that there are different rooms with there are different aspects. It's literally like a golden temple, and these golden temples has many different places. And when you walk inside this temple, there's like waterfalls and there's trees, there are 3 beings, there's like unicorns, there's dragons, and all sorts of things within the temple, because it really represents the highest timeline of planet Earth, when planet Earth resides fully in 5D frequency. So it stabilizes the frequency of the Earth there, while the Golden Age Spiritual Ministry itself is anchored in 12-dimensional frequency. So it kind of acts as a mirror of what the Earth is becoming every single day that passes. Because I have absolutely no doubt that we are on the path of spiritual evolution, and that also the Golden Age is there for us. So within the container of this offering and the collective meditation, what you can expect to find are codes of unity consciousness, codes of ultimate divine faith. So it's unconditional faith in humanity, in the fact that humanity is of the light and humanity is learning, and humanity is learning to remember its own divinity. And unconditional codes, like codes of unconditional faith as well, in the perfect architecture of life itself. So there is a complete surrendering into the arms of the grace of Sophia Christ consciousness, or God consciousness, source consciousness, whatever you want to call that. There is unconditional faith as well in you, as we are always here to mirror your own divine light. So we accept every single participant equally, no matter their story, no matter the shadows or heart's desires. And we are always here to mirror your own light, to remind you that you are powerful beyond measure, that you are multidimensional as fuck. Swearing is sometimes happening. My apologies if you don't like it. It just happens every now and then. And that also we will have faith in the ascension process, no matter the separation template that are thrown at us from the 3D matrix system, because we have a higher level of understanding of what is actually happening. And so therefore we channel from higher level of dimensions, and they dissolve at once all templates of separation that might be present in the field. So this is a place of finding peace, of finding hope, of finding joy, of finding kindness and compassion, but also empowerment, courage, confidence, and this can-do attitude of being involved in life, of coming down from the spiritual mountain of I cannot touch anyone, otherwise I'll be infected by low vibes, to actually, let's get down and work in the field. Let's work in our service, no matter how that aligns for our own heart, of course. So this is practical, and this is embodied teachings.